All right, hello, welcome to the weather update. It's almost 10 o'clock on the 5th of April. We have rain on the way. Clouds have been with us most of the day, and they have now thickened, and rain is moving into the area. Well, looking at that, we're looking at this. So this is the rain here that we have moving into the area. Still hasn't really quite made it yet. It's in the southern part of southern half of New Jersey. Moving northeastward, and you can see some pretty heavy downpours here around Washington, and even heavier rain around parts of West Virginia and stuff. So this is what we're going to be dealing with in the overnight hours into the morning with this rain. And another point that I want to make is all the thunderstorm activity. This line of thunderstorms actually hit Georgia and South Carolina, and it's producing a lot of lightning offshore. If you look over here at the lightning detections, look at all these lightning detections here. I mean, we are only in March, and look at all this lightning. That's pretty great. That gives you an example of, again, warm water and a weather disturbance moving through is just creating tons and tons of lightning out there. So if you're on the beaches in the South Carolina, you're probably getting one hell of a light show. But anyway, let's go and look at the current conditions across our area right now. We've got temperatures in the mid and upper 40s. Yeah, pretty much mid and 40s everywhere. Easterly winds. Dew point still in the 30s, so we've got some dry air, but it's going to moisten up soon enough. Let's go look at our high temperatures for the day. And we got up to 52 at Islip, generally mid-50s. Mid-50s as well in Jersey with that easterly flow, keeping temperatures on the cool side. So let's go look at the models, and we're focused on a couple of systems. This is the first system that we're going to be dealing with overnight, this low pressure system. And it's actually going to get quite strong offshore. It looks like the GFS has it kind of wrapping up a little bit, those warm waters. That moves away. We get a break later on Wednesday, and then this next system associated with a cold front winds up moving through Thursday night. And then we have to deal with this cutoff low for the weekend. All right, so let's go to the HRRR, which we should have enough of the zeros the HRRR in right now, and you will see here those showers overspread the area. We start getting steady rain after midnight, and it will be heavy at times. It looks like the heaviest rain stays just to the south, the convective stuff. That's where the warm area is. That could affect the southern tip of New Jersey. So I don't think we'll see any thunderstorms here. Maybe, again, if you're from Tom's River on Southwood, you might. But for us, just rain. Could be occasionally heavy at times. And that's going to last through about noon. And then it's going to wrap up. And then the rest of the day should be dry. But look at that low. It gets tight. And then here comes the next shot of rain here. This is Thursday. They're going to be dealing with scattered. This is going to be more of a scattered shower type of deal. Scattered showers starting in the afternoon. And then we're going to have to watch for some thunderstorms possibly developing Thursday night with this front that's going to be approaching. There's a low along it, too, that will enhance that risk as well. So I want to actually look at the total accumulated precipitation on here. So when the first system is done with us, we will see approximately a half to 1 inch of rain. All right, and then the next system will bring us some more rain. But I think this system is going to be the one that's going to bring now, again, possibly further south, you might see over 1 inch to 2 inches. But mostly a half to 1 inch of rain is what we're going to see out of this. I also want to look at a couple of other parameters. Let's look at the dew points. So to show you where the moisture is. And you will see the moisture, the humidity generally stays to the south, but you can see some humid air getting drawn up into this storm here. We're going to stick with an east to northeast flow tomorrow, and then as we get into Thursday, we continue with that easterly flow. But you'll see there's a warm sector that's going to try to make it into Jersey, and that warm sector could trigger the convective activity for Thursday night. So let's look at the temperatures. So with that easterly flow, we will be staying on the cool side, 40s tonight, and tomorrow will generally be probably in the 40s as well, upper 40s for highs. Maybe if you're inland, you'll see over 50. Tomorrow night, we stay in the 40s, and then for Thursday, we stay in the 40s as well. But you can see that warm sector trying to make a run at Jersey, but I don't think we're going to see it make it up here. All right, that is the HRRR. So we can look at the GFS as well, which will show us a similar type of scenario, I think. Yep, similar type. So I don't think that warm sector makes it to us. Friday we'll see warmer temperatures though with that warm air. with that westerly flow. And then with the cutoff on the weekend, we'll be dealing with temperatures generally in the 50s. But let's focus more on the next two systems that we have coming. So the other thing that I want to look at is the wind, because that system looks like it's going to really tighten up once it gets offshore. That could create some wind offshore. You could see some wind offshore. That could be an issue. It really will not be an issue for us. And then that moves away. But that could kick up the waves a little bit. So let's see if we can look at the wave height and see if this does kick up the waves. Oh, yeah, it does. Look at that. So, yeah, there could be some minor coastal impacts tomorrow night with that strong storm offshore. And, again, if you're offshore, you see these buoys will be interesting to look at tomorrow night. That's for sure. So we got these two systems, and then we have the thunderstorm potential. So let me go to the NAM3. Now, I know we don't have enough of the 0Z in, but let's take a look at the NAM3 on this. You'll see, again, there's that heavy rain. Yeah, it actually does bring some of that heavier rain up into our area in the morning, and I have a feeling the NAM is wetter. Look at that tight low. That's just to the south of us. All right, and then here's Thursday again, and you can see that it definitely brings us more of a soaker for Thursday, it looks like. That would last most of the day. That looks like the NAM is bringing warmer. Yeah, it's definitely further north than the other models. So if we look at the dew points, I bet we'll see those higher dew points make their way further north. Let's see. Not so much tomorrow. Thursday a little bit. Yeah, I can see a little bit. You can see those higher dew points make their way up a little further north. It definitely seems like it's further north, and it's certainly wetter. So if we look at the total accumulated precip, let's take a look at the NAM for tomorrow. Oh, yeah, big difference. NAM gives us 1 to 2 inches of rain. The NAM's been off lately, so that's why I don't want to go through it. And if we throw Thursday in, then we get another 1 to 2 inches on top of that. So the NAM would definitely give us a deluge. So we do have some disagreements in the models. If we look at the GFS here, GFS doesn't give us quite that much. So I don't know if I'd go with the NAM at this point, though. When you do look at the radar, you see that there are some pretty impressive reflections. But we've seen this time and time again where the NAM has been a little bit on the high end with the precipitation. So I have a tendency to kind of like not really pay attention. Or you got to go somewhere in between the two, basically, as far as precipitation goes. So let's now look at the sky cover. Of course, we're going to be cloudy. I shouldn't even be bothered with this. We're going to have plenty of clouds around, obviously, tomorrow. Clouds around for Thursday. It's Friday that we might see some sun, but we're still going to be dealing with some clouds. And then we've got this instability for the weekend, which, we'll have a better idea of what's going to happen when we get done with these, when at least this first system and the next system. But this first system should bring us a good deal of rain. That's for sure. Like I said, I think most of us are going to see at least an inch. Throw the NAM in there, and you kind of come in between some of the other models. We can also look at the Icon model as well, which is another model we can use here. You can see again that low really does get wrapped up. And so if we look at the Icon, yeah, it's a little more on that 1 to 2 inch range. So, and given the amount, I think we will see a decent amount of rain tonight. I think most of us should get close to an inch. I really do. It has been kind of dry lately, so we do need that rain. That's for sure. Now, so we go to the GFS, and we look at the weekend as far as sky cover goes. You'll see plenty of clouds around. So this is Friday. It actually does give us maybe part of Saturday being sunny. Then we'll have more clouds. And you're going to have to deal with these cold pools, basically, aloft. So when we look at the temperature at the surface, you'll see we'll be in the low to mid 50s, all right? But the issue is when we go up and we look at the temperature at 800. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. My mistake. When we look at the temperature at 800, look at how much colder it is. All right? That's like 30s, all right? So just above us, it's 30. So steep lapse rates, all right? That means it's unstable air mass, which is why we have the chance for showers around. And we can go to 700, where look at that. So it's quite cold aloft. So that is the instability that we're going to be dealing with, the cold pool aloft. And it could bring some severe weather. It's going to be a lot of interesting cloud formations in the sky. We've seen this before with these cold pools. So you'll definitely want to keep your eyes peeled. for that for the weekend. Now, the next potential threat is the severe weather threat that we have for, let me go back to that NAM. We'll use this. All right, and this is again the 18Z NAM. So look at the 18Z NAM. All right, that's the first system. This is the second system. Now, because it has a bigger area of rain, it's the severe weather is kind of like just, you could see those little red parts there. Those could be thunderstorms, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that for Thursday. Now, let's look at this front for a minute. I want to go and look at this. See, I don't see any V shape, though, is the thing. So I don't see a V shape here. But you have this low here that could enhance the precipitation. The main threat with these storms, I think, would be heavy rain. But still, that is pretty impressive for Thursday. There could be some really torrential rain showers and maybe a thunderstorm out of it. That looks kind of interesting. So that does look interesting. So you have to keep an eye on that. Let me go to the Storm Prediction Center. We're going to look over there and see if they have anything for us for all right, there's today's, which we're not in. You can see the southeast has something there with that, all that light. Again, that lightning was impressive. So day 2 convective outlook. This is day 2 convective outlook. This is tomorrow. It actually has the marginal, actually has the, just the thunderstorm risk just to our south and west. All right, you can see it's got, this is tomorrow. It looks like it's more severe weather in the southeast again for tomorrow. And then if we move this along to the day 3 outlook, you can see it sort of gets a little closer to us. So we're going to have to watch this. This is the day 3. So we're going to have to watch this. It doesn't look like significant threat, but, you know, at some point during this week, either probably not tomorrow, but more likely on Thursday, we're going to see some thunderstorms. So that is the question. I can also go to Vent2 Sky. We can look at another parameter here and look at the Cape values, which probably won't be anything that impressive for Thursday. Let's go to, this is using the GFS. Well, there are some Cape values off to the west on Thursday. So, yeah, there actually is some. So there is that threat there. Let's go to the lifted index. Oh, look at that. So it really has off to the west. That is interesting. Let me look at the temperatures here. So, oh, look at this. So this is Thursday. Oh, wait a minute. I screwed up. Do apologize. That's for next Thursday. Oh my God, I am so sorry. I knew something wasn't right. So here's, and that's the day I might have to have this stone removed. I don't want to have anything stuck up there. All right, 5 o'clock. I'll talk about that in another video. But here's 2 o'clock. Yeah, it's showing nothing. Thursday. I really do apologize for that. Well, lifted index. Yeah, it's not that impressive. So yeah, I do apologize for that, but we could have a lot of heat next week. If we look at the GFS, actually, kind of remind me here. Go here, tropical tidbits, and go back to the GFS and just take a look at the, forecast as we get into next week, because we have temperatures that are a little bit below normal to near normal, but then things are going to start heating up as we get toward next week. Tuesday, you're starting to see that warmth come into the area. Here's Wednesday. It's going to be absolutely brutal on Wednesday, mid-70s. And then look at that, brutal on Thursday. And Thursday is the day that I'm scheduled to have this kidney stone removed. I wish I could be out for like the next, all those days, because it's going to be brutal. And it's still going to be brutal on Friday, too. And it's going to be horrible having that go through that with the heat. This is going to be bad. And again, we'll have to watch for that risk of thunderstorms again, because it will be humid, too. You have humidity there, but you see the southerly flow. So Long Island should have a sea breeze. And then if we look at the radar here, it's really not showing any thunderstorms, initially. But the front, it shows the front coming through more on Friday. So that's when we'd have to be concerned. But it's going to be brutal. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to go through it or not. I still haven't decided yet. But I'm going to talk about that in another video. Because I'm going to give you another update on these kidney stones, but that's another video. Why I got to shut up about that. This is a weather update. Stick to the format. All right. So yeah, we'll have to watch for that and warm up next week. But getting back to the more, let's see if we got some more of that NAM 3 and I could use. All right. Well, this is the NAM 3, by the way. All right. And you can see that is an impressive low that's just to our south for tomorrow. That is an impressive low. Let's do this one. Yeah. This is the radar reflection, so it looks a little different, but that's impressive. That's an impressive little low right there that we have forming offshore like that. And again, if we do go to earthandoldskool.net and look at those water temperatures, the sea surface temperature anomalies. Again, I'll remind you why. We'll just go over that right here. Sea surface temperature anomaly. Yep, there you go. Look at all that warm water there. See, this is a real batch of warm water there. That's over 10 degrees above normal Fahrenheit. So the water in this area is 10 degrees warmer than it's supposed to be, the sea surface temperature. That's quite significant. You have a couple of cold areas, but a lot more warm. And that's all part of climate change, of course. So let's go to vent to sky. Oh, there it goes. I don't know what the hell that was about. So I just want to go to wind gusts. And we're going to move this over to tomorrow. I just want to look at this low forming offshore. It looks like the wind will not be an issue for us, but look at these gusts offshore. That could happen. That's impressive. So this thing's going to wrap. Look at that, 60. Wow, that's impressive there. This one's a 67, 60. Oh my gosh, that's substantial wind right there around this low that's going to form. So this is going to be kind of interesting. We look at the regular wind speed. Not quite as terrible, but you still see what's going on here. It's interesting. And if we go to the waves, you'll see it will be kicking up the oceans a little bit. There, 15 feet. 16 feet. So, yeah, that's something there to be concerned about. That's for sure. That is for sure. So I think we'll wrap up this weather update again. And this is the storm system here. Here it is. And if we're going to go to the CONUS view, look at this CONUS here. So here you go. Here's storm 1. There you go. You can kind of see it all marked out for you here, right? So this is storm 1. And that's storm 2. All right, so that's what we have to get through. Pretty much, pretty active pattern here, and you can see again bright white from all those thunderstorms there. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thank you for watching.